Coming up on this episode of Coordinated.
I've had to create exam-only sections every year I've been a coordinator, and the most common reason is this one that we're talking about. One of my students wants to take an AP exam. The student is not taking the corresponding course at my school.
Greetings, AP coordinators, and welcome to Season 7 of Coordinated. Our goal for this season? To help AP coordinators successfully manage their AP programs from the start of school up through the AP exam final ordering deadline of November 15, 2022.
This season, we're releasing 2 sets of episodes, creating the opportunity to listen on demand to specific topics at different times, depending on when your school year begins.
Let's get started. I'm Derek Cometa.
And I'm Rachel McBride. Welcome to the podcast for AP coordinators.
Welcome to Coordinated.
Season 7, Episode 10, Exam Only, Independent Study.
Hello, Rachel.
Hello, Derek. Excited for our topic today?
As always, and today we're going to focus on a very specific topic, but before we do, I wanted to ask, did you have a chance to complete the task in our last episode, Episode 9, AP Exam Fee Reductions?
I did. Thanks for checking on that. I got my list of eligible students and checked off the boxes in AP registration and ordering. Very satisfying to get that done.
Glad to hear it. All right. So as I mentioned, we have a very specific topic today. It's part 1 of a 2-episode review of Exam Only.
Ooh, I like it. Lots to talk about, so probably a good idea that we split it up. What's first on the podcast agenda?
Let's begin with some background. First, what is an exam-only section?
Great place to start. AP coordinators create exam-only sections in AP registration and ordering. Since an AP teacher is not assigned to an exam-only section, the AP coordinator is the only person who can create exam-only sections. These exam-only sections are used when a school administers AP exams to students who aren't enrolled in a course at your school. Derek, for instance,
independent or self-study students attending your school who want to take an exam for a course in which they're not enrolled. Or students who attend another school but want to test at your school. Or homeschooled students who will be testing at your school. And finally, virtual school students who will be testing at your school. Now, this conversation is going to focus on the first group of students attending your school.
Right. I've had to create exam-only sections every year I've been a coordinator, and the most common reason is this one that we're talking about. One of my students wants to take an AP exam. The student is not taking the corresponding course at my school, and sometimes that's a student who is self-studying because the course did not fit in their class schedule. Other times, it's a student who is self-studying for a course that my school does not offer. Either way, my school is happy to provide students with every opportunity to take the AP exam. That's where exam-only sections enter the picture.
You sound like an expert, Rachel. Care to walk us through how to do this in AP registration and ordering?
Happy to. If you'll remember, episode 3 of this season, we discussed creating class sections in AP registration and ordering. In AP registration and ordering, we go to the courses page, then we click Add Section next to the appropriate subject. Then we select Exam Only for the course schedule option and enter the section name. I usually just call it Exam Only. It just takes a few seconds, and of course, more details are available in my best friend, the AP Coordinator's Manual, Part 1.
Nice plug for the manual there. I like it. And how does it work if you have a student who wants to take an exam for a course that you do not offer?
So glad you asked. A school can order and administer an AP exam for a course that is not offered. To create the class section, we go to the same place. That's the courses page. Then, in the upper right area, we find the words plus add course. We click on that and then create the exam-only section.
Sounds good. Any pro tips to share regarding exam-only sections for independent or self-study students?
Just one. When creating exam-only sections, I adjust the maximum section capacity to match the number of students to whom I have provided the join code. This helps to ensure that only students I am expecting to enroll actually enroll in that exam-only section.
Great tip. Thank you for sharing. And with that, I think you know what time it is.
Yes, let's hear it, Derek.
Summary time. AP coordinators create exam-only sections in AP registration and ordering. One of the most common reasons for doing so is to support independent or self-studied students attending your school who want to take an exam for a course in which they're not enrolled. Exam-only sections can be created for any subject the school currently teaches. Exam-only sections can also be created for any subject the school does not teach as well. And Rachel's pro tip, I really like this one, Rachel. Adjust the maximum number of students in the exam-only section to match the number of students expected to enroll.
So that's a wrap on part 1 of this conversation, Derek. Coordinators, reach out now to identify students who may want to join an exam-only section at your school. The deadline to order exams for these students without any late fees is November 15th, 2022 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Time is of the essence.
Good call to action. I like it. And a second call to action, join us next episode as we continue the conversation on exam only, specifically homeschooled and virtual students. Please don't miss it. We'll talk with you then.
Coordinated is presented by the AP program and the AP Coordinator Experience. Special thanks to the amazing team behind the scenes who bring this show to schools and AP coordinators all across the world. We thank Jackie Ray for our theme song, Good as Gold. Jackie is a former AP Music Theory student at Oakton High School. Additional vocal support by myself, Carly Suge, AP Coordinator at Costa Mesa High School in Southern California.
And AP coordinators, we cannot say it enough. Thank you. We appreciate you, and for all your support of AP students, you are truly good as gold.
Just don't know. I'll say it over and over and over again till I believe it's so. I'm good as gold.